Okay. Now, on this one, is there a greatest common factor? Hold on, let me say that again so I can make sure I'm making my point. Is there a greatest common factor? What do our factors look like from last unit? I'm not calling on Josh or Caden or Jacob. I need new participators. More people need to earn their participation points. What's a factor? Think last unit. What's a factor? Try again. Carter. Okay, that is a factor for the ones on number 1, but I want you to think last unit. Factored form, standard form, factored form. What's a factor? I see your hand, Josh. I'm not calling on it on purpose. Keegan. Oh, I got it. The parentheses. You guys remember all last unit when we were saying, like, if the root is 2, the factor that goes with it is x minus 2, right? This is a factor, right? So even though the GCF, greatest common factor, guys, quiet please, okay? The greatest common factor from like in elementary school, the stuff you did at the top of this page was a number. When I talk greatest common factor, Caden, don't make me ask you again to stop talking. Okay? The greatest common factor, okay? I literally mean now factor, right? So the greatest common factor doesn't have to just be an X or a number. It can be like a factor from our factored form. Does that make sense? Yeah. So is there a common parentheses factor in this first problem? Yes. Over multiplication. Good, it's 1 over the x minus 3. Oh, I can reduce the next one, but with the greatest common factor that's more familiar because I've done it much more. What's my greatest common factor on the next one? X. 2x over x times 3x plus 1.
Wait, hold on. Go back.
It's just 2.
I haven't crossed anything out yet. I just pulled the GCF out on the bottom. Which was x. Oh, yeah. Because if I take an x out of both of these pieces, right? Now, 2 over 3x plus 1. Can I have someone I have not heard their beautiful voice yet today explain to JJ, not from Coco Melon, okay, how to reduce rational functions? I want someone I have not heard their lovely voice yet today, okay, explain to JJ, whoever that might be, how to reduce rational functions.
I was looking around thinking, who's JJ?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right? I'll wait. We'll just dip into your homework time. I can wait. Then what? Find the factor. Nailed it. She speaks. Wow. Find the factor. Now, sometimes that factor is x or a number, right? Or a factor, right? A parentheses factor like x plus R or something like that, right? A factor, find the factor, and cancel. Just like we did with the numbers up top, right? But this time our factors, the big point is that they can literally be parentheses factors, okay?
Interesting.
Want you to look at this and these two and compare it with what's up top. Which one was allowed and which one was not allowed?
Easy. I know. I can answer that.
All right, Bryson, what is it?
So I think it's the second one is allowed.
Yes. No on the first one because it's over addition again, right?
That's me. I'm so good at that.
Important ideas for simplifying rationals. 1. GCA all of a sudden. Oh, I wrote A. Did not mean to. Whoopsie doopsie. GCF first. Just like every single class period all year. I have told you guys, right? GCF first. Then on 2, put in factored or intercept formed, however your teacher called it last year. Cancel what you can. And number 4, you'll have to wait and be so freaking excited about. We'll add that in a minute. I just didn't want you, I didn't want to forget. So if I put 4, one of you guys will be like, wait, what's 4, right? Yep, totes. Right? Yes. Okay. Now, let's try a few of these. Okay, we'll do it in a minute. Is the 3.1 practice the homework? Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's not.
Is that for next time?
No, I just didn't know if on my PDF.
Can we make the practice level?
No.
Why?
If you guys think I was asking your guys' opinion on any of that, you are incorrect.
It's on there.
It's on here? That's what I'm wondering. Okay. All right, I'm going to move a little faster and I'm going to jump around and then we'll do number 4. Okay, first pull out the GCF on the top and on the bottom. What's the GCF from top and bottom? We're on A.
2x squared.
Good. 2x squared.
Oh, that actually makes sense.
2x squared times 3, right? So goes away. 2x squared over 3.
Interesting.
Okay.
So we split it up to where we're able to.
We're basically reducing fractions like you did on number 1, but they have x's in it now, right? You'd look for a common 5 or a common 7 or a common 2. Let's look at C. Is there any on the numerator or denominator that has a greatest common factor? The denominator does. 5. What am I left with when I take 5 out?
X minus 1. Wait, that is off the top.
It can cancel out. Wow.
Wait, so this time my greatest common factor isn't a number, it's a parentheses factor.
Factor.
1/5.
Oh, but
I'm gonna buy cheese so I can eat again.
I know, right?
That's fine.
She's like, I don't care.
Yeah, as long as you don't touch my Cheez-Its.
She's like, I got my food.
Yeah.
There's one out and then I'll have mine.
Okay. Let's try, we're jumping to E.
E, got
On the back. C, D, E.
Now what?
you can take X out.
Yes, I could take X out. What else can I take out?
3.
3.
Nailing this.
3 X.
So this time is my GCF a number or a Factor.
Factor.
There we go. That's an eraser.
So we don't have to factor both of them, right?
You might have to factor both of them. On G, the next one we're going to do, we have to factor both. Okay, let's look at G.
Take out.
Why do I need to take something out of the numerator on G? Anybody know? This is a tough one. I'll let anybody answer. Yeah.
It's like in the wrong form, like you need to have a variable first, right?
Very good. It's not in standard form, right? So if I put it in standard form, then do you see how now the first one is negative? And what's the GCF if the first one's negative? -1, right? So this one would factor to W minus 4 with the -1 up front. Now what I want you to do, though, is do your box, your puzzle, your glasses, whatever you do to factor the quadratic on the bottom, factor it. I don't care what process you use, but you got to factor the bottom. So puzzle, box, glasses. Some teachers last year taught you an X or a diamond. Whatever you've reviewed over Units 1 and Unit 2 to factor, do it.
So when we're using the box, will we put W minus 4 on one side?
No, if we're doing the box, we're only doing,
Hate this box.
then do a different method if you hate it, Bryson.
I don't know any other ones.
Well, then, I mean, I can't win.
You guys teach it?
So we don't do the W minus 4, right? Because right now I'm just trying to factor the bottom alone to see if one of its factors is the W minus 4 so that it's the common parentheses factor to cancel, right? So I'd be looking for two numbers that add to -8 but multiply to 16.
-4.
Correct. Pull my GCFs out here. So here's my factored form on the bottom. Is there a common factor to cancel out?
Yes.
Yes. Chloe, what is it? Nailing life back there. I want you guys to try, and I'll walk around F and H only, and then we're going to come back and talk about number 4 on our list up top, okay? Try F and H only, and then I'll come back and tell you the part that I'd missed.